Chinese grandpa was taught in Hong Kong to always chop to a beat. And also, it's fun as hell. If you ever wanted to know why Chinese people have such good rhythm when we dance, you know.
You're funny. Not bad.
What's up, everybody? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, even if you don't like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Press the bell so you get a notification every time I release a brand new video. And of course, in the words of my grandpa,
Subscribe.
there you go, Gung Gung.
Bitch.
Telling grandma you said that.
Go ahead.
She gonna kick your ass.
I kick your ass.
You kick my ass?
Well, if you say.
Yeah, I don't want to be snitched.
Oh.
This is the ultimate Chinese comfort food, a dish that got over 8 million views of my grandpa making it. And it's really nothing fancy either, it's really just a classic comfort dish. A dish that has been passed down from generation to generation. The perfect dish to remind you of home, your family, and good times. Or bad times if you hate your family, I don't know. Kinda like that scene in Ratatouille when the food critic eats the ratatouille for the first time and starts crying. You get the same emotion when you eat this. This is a Chinese pork cake, the perfect food to pair with white rice. And today, my Chinese family is gonna teach you how to make it.
What is that?
You know what this is.
Oh, okay. Of course I know this. You know, does it look good and taste good? You know, they said.
Motherfucker, you made it.
I know. You know, hey.
Are you even Chinese?
You have a question for that? You look the Chinese.
I mean, some people say I look white.
Your mother's my daughter.
Okay.
You're my grandson.
All right.
Your sister my granddaughter. But
Allegedly.
they all call you Chinese?
Maybe.
Oh, come on.
I need a... What do you... Test?
Tattoo?
No. Do we need to do a DNA test to see if you're actually Chinese?
Well, I know what the hell is it. You look at my arms, you know, we practice the fighting. Look at my arms, you know, see?
That has nothing to do... You don't want to show all the bruises that you have from Papa beating you up. What we have here today is...
梅菜蒸肉餅. Oh, tastes good. You know, 肉餅 you have many ways to do. You can use a saltfish.
Saltfish?
Yeah, you
or
can
swordfish?
Saltfish.
Salt?
Salt. And you can use a Chinese sausage, some kind of like an egg.
You make this a lot. My dad makes this a lot. We get it every time we go out to eat Chinese dinner.
Hey, one day, I gotta stop. I can tell you one thing.
What?
Your father's good cook. Bruh. She better than me. But don't tell people. And don't tell your father.
You're You're mic'd.
You have me too.
Yeah, you know, I did a little bit of chopping, you know. I can
You're
dance.
doing better than I do.
I learned in Hong Kong. Hong Kong Dynasty. Chinese takeout restaurant. Let's get to the recipe. Every ingredient you need is in the description. Basically, you need 1 pound of ground pork, water chestnuts, preserved turnip, mushrooms, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, cornstarch, and water. Also optional is oyster sauce. Of course, we gotta start with the pork. It's easier to use 1 pound of ground pork. Then my favorite part of the dish is the water chestnut. It's crucial because it adds a nice crunch to it. Every iteration I've ever had that's good has water chestnuts. I've had some without it and it just tastes empty. So my dad says to use 3 whole water chestnuts, but since we had a can and they were already pre-sliced, roughly around 12 to 15 pieces of it. You'll need a pinch of preserved turnip. This one came pre-sliced. Some you may need to cut yourself. Also note that this is very salty, so it's best to rinse it in water first. So you have your mushrooms. My dad says to use 3 to 4 pieces. It can be shiitake or black. So what you want to do is chop up each ingredient and mix it together and beat your meat. Pounding the meat. Pound the meat. Chinese grandpa was taught in Hong Kong to always chop to a beat. The reason being, not only is it faster than using just one hand, it helps make the pork much more tender. And also, it's fun as hell. If you ever wanted to know why Chinese people have such good rhythm when we dance, you know. That's how they do it in Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah. You're funny. Everybody like you.
Not everybody. Then what you want to do is add it to your bowl, then add your flavor. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce for added taste and color. And remember, oyster sauce is optional. My dad just likes to add it. If you decide to add it, you can use 1 to 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, add around 8 tablespoons or half a cup of water. Mix all the sauce and water into the pork, then flatten and smooth it out into your bowl. Now it's time to steam for 25 minutes. Optional move, you can add an egg around a minute or two before it's done. And finally, after 25 minutes, your finished product. Also note that the egg spilt so it got all over. So to show you what it looks like without the egg, I made one myself without the egg. And yes, I made this myself to show you how simple it is to make this dish.
Wow, beautiful. Before eating, I gotta tell you one thing very important. So important. Look good first, and it tastes good.
What about smell good?
Wow, sometimes you can smell.
Yeah, because you know, at the Chinese restaurant, they be smoking cigarettes, so you can't really smell the food sometimes.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, you don't mind the egg?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's good.
Actually, that's pretty good because then everybody gets a piece of the egg.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
it's not
yes.
just a small piece.
This time you use it this way, another way you'll use it another way.
There's no right or wrong. Like you said earlier, there's so many different variations. You can do any way you want.
Today's very good. Your father do good job.
Get a piece with the egg. Cheers. This is really good over rice, but we just eat it plain for now.
Really tasty.
Chinese comfort food at its best. We have a little bit of fried rice right here. Some of the Yuk Beng.
Yeah.
With the sauce. Put that over the rice. It's the perfect combination.
Look at that piece of egg. Beautiful.
You gotta do the classic food reaction eye roll. Chinese grandpa's favorite, the influencer nod.
This is a great dish. Why do you use it to paper plate?
I don't want to do dishes, Gung Gung.
You're right.
It's basically a dish I grew up on, Gung Gung, Chinese grandpa grew up on, a dish that my parents grew up on. Definitely, if you've never had it before, you won't regret making it for the first time. And if you're scared of making it for the first time, go try it at a restaurant. If you need help, you can DM me, you can DM Gung Gung, you can DM the Fake Food Show Instagram. If you got questions, write it in the comments section and you know the community will help you out.
Yo, don't call me, call your father.
You just don't want people calling you, prank calling you.
Yeah, good, because I'm too old.
Yeah. Stop prank calling Chinese grandpa, you sickos. Everybody's always like trying to call him. I'm trying to compile a list of all the recipes and write down all the recipes and the measurements and everything step by step so I can make a book. What do you think, Gung Gung? We're gonna make a book and sell it to the people?
Oh, that's excellent. It's a smart way to help people try to learn cook Chinese food.
Like for me, I don't know how to speak Chinese per se. You know, I can order dim sum, you know what I mean? I think the next best thing is learning the recipes. Pass it down generations to generations, and we got you covered with the recipes. So, you know, hopefully you can watch these videos. It can help you preserve the culture. All right, Gung Gung.
Yep. Oh.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch other videos up there and down there. Until next time, Chinese Grandpa, Evan Yee, we out. Peace. Fake Food Show. Yurt.